Namaste, welcome to Sanatan Dharma. Today I am going to talk about Bhagavad Gita. A overall introduction about Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is a narration between Sri Krishna and the confused Arjuna. Arjuna was not ready to fight against his own relatives. He said that he can't kill them. He said that he's feeling depressed. His Gandiva, Arjuna's bow, is falling down from his hands. Arjuna says to Sri Krishna that I am not ready to fight against my relatives for the piece of land. Listening to the Arjuna's words, Krishna starts to preach Bhagavad Gita. But why should we know all these things? We are not fighting with our relatives. Should someone really know Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita is called as life science. How Arjuna got clarity from a confused mind. In the same way, we gonna live our life in a very clear way. Bhagavad Gita is not something. This Bhagavad Gita is not just said to Arjuna, it is for all of us. A human life is not sufficient to know every bit and experience everything. Mahabharata and Bhagavad Gita teaches you to lead a successful and also very happy life. Bhagavad Gita makes you to understand more about Lord Sri Krishna. Six chapters of Bhagavad Gita says what Krishna has done to the universe, how he is helping a human mankind by giving so many facilities like nature, sun, water, and etc. Understanding Gita gets you two things for sure. The one is confidence and the inner peace. The second one is the consciousness of Sri Krishna. The more you love Krishna, the nearer you go to the Krishna. Bhagavad Gita in Mahabharata said in Bhishma Parva. That is, on the 11th day of the war, the Pandava prince Arjuna, with the help of Amba's reincarnation, Shikandi, pierced Bhishma with numerous arrows and paralyzed him on a bed of arrows. We all know that Dhritarashtra can't see anything. Maharshi Vedavyas gives Sanjaya a boon that he can hear anything in the Kurukshetra war. He can see every minute that happens in the Kurukshetra war. He can go to the Kurukshetra war, but still nothing happens to Sanjaya even if arrow comes and hit him. Sanjaya kept quiet for 10 days just seeing the war. But the 11th day when Bhishma fell, Sanjaya said to Dhritarashtra that Bhishma has been paralyzed. Listening to Sanjaya's words, Dhritarashtra said, Sanjaya, you have been quiet for 10 days and now you are saying Bhishma is paralyzed. Say from the first what happened. Dhritarashtra says, Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yutsavaha Mamaka Pandavaschaiva Kim Kurvata Sanjaya. Dhritarashtra means that Kurukshetra is a holy place where nobody can do any sins. But without doing any sin, Bhishma cannot be paralyzed. Me, what mistakes, what sins did Pandavas perform? Now, the first word Dharmakshetra Kurukshetra. Kuru is the forefather of Pandavas and Kauravas together. Kuru was a very holy man. Kuru has spent his lifetime for the spirituality and for the wisdom of the God. He left his life. God, being praised by Kuru's actions, named the place in the name of Kuru as Kurukshetra. And God says that this will be Dharmakshetra. This is what Dhritarashtra meant, that this is a holy place, it's a sacred place, Dharmakshetra. It is a Kurukshetra. In this holy land, nobody can do any sins, but without doing sins and cheating, Bhishma cannot be paralyzed. Say me, Sanjaya, what happened? Say me from the beginning. Sanjaya starts to say, there are two armies, one is Pandava and the other one is Duryodhana. Duryodhana has 11 Akshauhini soldiers. Pandavas have 7 Akshauhini soldiers. Duryodhana's Senadipati is Bhishmacharya. Arjuna's Senadipati is Drishtadyumna. Duryodhana states to Dronacharya, see their soldiers. I am not able to see the end. For me, I am feeling like this is a big sea. See the Pandavas' army, they are so powerful. Although Duryodhana's army is way ahead from Pandavas, Duryodhana did not expect that these many people are going to support Pandavas. because Pandavas were not in touch for 13 long years. So he thought that everybody would have forgotten Pandavas and nobody is going to support Pandavas. Pandavas have been for Vanavas for 12 years and 1 year Agnatavas. Vanavas means staying in the forest. Agnatavas means hiding your identity. Duryodhana speaks to Dronacharya that there are many Maharathis in Pandava's army and says that there is Drupad's son, Drishtadyumna. He is born to kill you, but he is your student. He is their Senadipati. He says Bhima, Arjuna, Virata, Drupada, these are Maharathas. Maharathi means one person can kill 10,000 people in the war. And now he points to his army and says, Bhishma is aged, Karna is Shapagrast, Dronacharya, Krupacharya, Ashwatthama, you all are Brahmins. Vikarna, we don't know when he is going to shift his side because he was the one who opposed Duryodhan during Draupadi Vastrapaharana. Duryodhan says that these people came to die for me, not to win for me. Arjuna and Krishna. Arjuna says to Sri Krishna that stop the chariot between the two armies so that I can see two armies together. But why did Arjuna ask this? He would be knowing everything that who supports him and who doesn't support him, who came to fight with him. He will be knowing it, obviously. But still, why did he ask this question? Because Arjuna thinks that Bhishma and Dronacharya somehow escapes from this war and will not support Duryodhan. Because they are good souls and they're going to stop this war because so many innocent people are going to die because of the war. Krishna stops the chariot in between the two armies and Arjuna was able to clearly see Dronacharya, Bhishma, Krupacharya were alongside Duryodhana and ready to fight the war. Seeing this scenario, Arjuna feels depressed. He says that these are our people. My hands are shivering. I am not able to carry my bow. I don't need any piece of land. Krishna says that if you're not going to kill them, they're going to kill you. Arjuna says, let them kill me. I have no objections, but I can't fight with these people. I can't fight for the piece of land. I can't commit such a sin. I don't want this war. Krishna says, I am the one who gives you Papa and Punya. Don't have Vyamoha, infatuation towards your relatives. And the third one, don't think that you are killing them. Don't think it's you, Aham. You are just Nimitta. I am the one who's killing them. By this, Krishna says that he is independent and everyone is dependent on him. He is responsible for everything. Arjuna has three misconceptions that one, he is independent. Second, he is thinking that he is doing bad karmas. And the third one is Vyamoha towards his relatives. It's not just for Arjuna, it's for all of us. We should not think that we are independent. We don't understand what is good karma and bad karma. And third one, we want ourselves and our closed ones to be happy. The actions that we perform pleases Sri Krishna, that is good karma or sat karma, and vice versa. Why only Arjuna was thinking about bad karma? Why others did not feel this? When a person is too greedy, a person cannot think about anything apart from his greediness. He can't think about his relatives. He can't understand what is good and what is bad. And he is not bothered about anything. He is just fond of his wealth, his greediness. Lord Sri Krishna clarifies all the Arjuna's doubts and prepares him for the war that we are going to see in the second Adhyaya. Friends, do like and comment and please subscribe to my channel because it motivates me to make more such videos, and hit that bell icon and select all. Thank you and bye.